Hello, everyone, and welcome to class. This is the course called Introduction to Buddhism, and I am your instructor, Dr. Singh. Kind of like you sing a song. Well, that's my name. I'm Dr. Singh, and I look forward to working with all of you throughout this semester. In today's lecture, we're just going to be briefly going over some of the major themes and concepts we'll be covering in this class, and going over some of the big picture questions we're going to be asking. And I'm going to talk a little bit about how this online class is going to work, some of the nuts and bolts of what you need to get done by when, and answer some of the common questions I receive. Let's get started. Okay, so our class is Buddhism, and this is an artistic depiction of the individual of the Buddha. We're going to learn that artistic depictions actually come quite late in the history of Buddhism. In the class, we're going to be looking at Buddhism in different countries and different cultural contexts. But we can see the largest concentration of Buddhists is located in Asia. And this is a Pan-Asian religious tradition. So Buddhism has close to 500 million Buddhists around the world, and this is a growing religion. We have three main branches that we're going to study. There is Theravada Buddhism. This is sometimes called the southern branches, and this is to be found in Cambodia, Thailand, Laos, Sri Lanka, and Burma. Next, we have Mahayana Buddhism, which is predominantly found in China, Japan, Korea, Taiwan, Singapore, and Vietnam. And finally, the last major tradition of Buddhism we'll look at is Vajrayana Buddhism, located in Tibet, Nepal, and the Himalayas. So a geographic map here. The red is, these are Theravada nations. So this is predominantly Southeast Asia. And we can also see this little tiny island here of Sri Lanka. The Tantric Buddhism or Vajrayana Buddhism is predominantly in the Himalaya Mountains, and this is the Tibetan Plateau. Mahayana is found in Japan and China, and the blue areas, which we call the regions we call East Asia. Buddhism. So this is some of the things we're going to ask. Why does culture and geography matter when it comes to understanding Buddhism? How might Buddhism be different in different countries? For example, would you expect Buddhist traditions in Japan and Thailand to be both mostly identical? Why or why not? These are all going to be some of the big picture questions we're going to reflect on throughout the semester. We'll look at different artistic traditions. So this is the Buddha, and this is a Tibetan depiction. This is a depiction of the Buddha in Thailand and a depiction in China. We're going to look at some of the different Buddhist scriptures, which will develop in different languages. Here we can see Pali, which is the earliest scriptural language. You can see the Tibetan language here, and this is Japanese. We're going to look at architecture of the Buddhist world, and the most common piece of architecture is called a stupa. These are often circular in structure, although the design will vary across culture and geography. But what's contained inside a stupa is the relics of a Buddha or a past holy being. Buddhists will circumambulate, they'll walk around these objects in order to get good karma. And we'll learn more about that. What is karma? What is merit? And so forth. And we're going to be looking at the different monks and nuns, different community of monks and nuns. These are those who typically will take a vow of celibacy and dedicate their life to Buddhism, to spreading the teachings of the Buddha. The teachings of the Buddha, this is where we get the term Dharma. And we're going to look at the Sangha in different countries and cultures around the world. Finally, we'll also meet some of the major modern day Buddhist leaders. Can anybody recognize anyone? Who is this? Well, that's one of our former presidents, George W. Bush. Who is this? Well, this is Oprah. Now, they're not major modern Buddhist leaders, but they're with major modern day Buddhist leaders. Oprah is with, this is a Vietnamese monk named Thich Nhat Hanh, and former President Bush is with the Dalai Lama. This individual is Ashin Viratu, who has been instigating violence against a Muslim minority in the country of Myanmar. We'll learn about these leaders throughout the semester. Okay, so that's a quick snapshot of the course, but let's talk about the syllabus. What is this, like how this class is going to operate? First, this class will be entirely online. It will be asynchronous, meaning that we're not going to have a set meeting time. However, you can email me, my email is on the syllabus, and I can meet with you via Zoom at any time. Just give me 24 hours notice and we'll schedule a meeting, and I can go over any questions, issues, or concerns. The bulk of the class you can find in UNCG Canvas, and it will be presented to you structured in different modules. I will create and release each module every Monday. Once a module is released, you have until the following Sunday at midnight to complete all of the content that you find in that module. Well, what is that content? Typically, you'll have a lecture, something short, just going over some of the main points of the readings. Then you'll have a discussion board. Sometimes you'll have a homework assignment and a quiz. The assigned textbooks are required and can be purchased at the bookstore or through Amazon. And in terms of the exams, we will have a midterm and a final. For each of these, I give a study review sheet, and we will typically have a Zoom meeting where I'll have a review discussion and answer any questions that you might have. All right, well, that concludes our introduction to the class lecture. I look forward to working with all of you this semester. I'm committed to seeing everyone do really well in this class, and hopefully we're going to have as much fun as we possibly can. So in the meantime, stay safe, stay well, and stay tuned.